Okay, so I wanted to show what I was talking about in my blog with the swatch quality. I have all of her palettes. I started with the Star palette. That was the first one I got, and then I was like, holy crap, this is amazing, and I got these two on a Black Friday deal, and then I got this one during a Sephora sale, and then these two I just grabbed as they came out, and I got these two also. And one thing that's been pretty consistent across all of these is that they swatch amazing. Like, they're so great. Let's just start in the order with the ones that I got. And there's no primer on my arm because that's a lot of work. By the way, this one looks so messy because I dropped it. And then I hated myself. But there's not much to do about it now. You know, I dropped it, so. Okay, so that is a really nice color. I'm not sure where the camera is right now. Look at that. Okay, it doesn't do the second one so good, but that first swatch is perfect. It's immaculate, you know? That's a great swatch. Let me grab one of her mattes. Her mattes don't really swatch as well. That's just been what's been going on. I'm gonna say the ones in the holiday palette, they are magnificent, but her other mattes haven't really. But you can see that first shimmer is like, let's grab one of the crystal chromas, because those were like, people were not happy with the crystal chromas in this palette. They just weren't. It's kind of chunky and flaky, but you can see it still swatches pretty dang opaque. And it's another swatch. So that's that palette. Let me grab another one. And I just want to show the quality that I expected from these two palettes. Let's get that green. It's gorgeous. Look at that. Ooh, that glitter just went all over. Okay, that's all better. Oh, I like using this color. Like, these are opaque swatches with very little effort, you know. You're watching. Okay, that one's not good. What was that? Smoky quartz. Oh, it's supposed to be smoky. Okay, yeah, it's supposed to be a little bit smoky like that. But like I said, with very little effort, I'm getting some great pigmentation and opacity. Oh wait, that's the same as pigmentation. Oh, so pretty. You know, from all the palettes I'm pulling out, you know, like I said, her mattes have been a little, they're a little drier. I think I like my Viseart mattes a little bit better, just overall, but she had so few matte shades in all of her palettes that it, you know, it was never an issue for me. This palette, I wasn't really impressed with the opacity, especially when I went in with a brush. But you can see it's a nice solid swatch with very little effort. I'm grabbing from all of them. I love this palette. God. Reds and browns, and she did better with her mattes in this one. Like, they were really good. There was a change somewhere in the line, and these ones came out so good. That's not a matte, but, you know, it's still a beautiful color. That's all that matters. What else? You know, I've pulled a couple from that one. Let's pull a couple from the Lila. Loving the Lila, too. Lila? Don't know. Look at it. It's just a tiny-ass little swirl pulls an amazing amount of color. It's just, it's gorgeous. Okay. So that's what I expected. Oh my God. They didn't knock anything down. It's good. So that's what I expected from these two palettes. That's the opacity and, you know, how well it swatches. Let me get all this off. By the way, this is a wet makeup eraser. If you don't have one, I use it, and it's really good. I like using it like I was using a what was it, a color switch, a color swatch, to wipe my brushes in between, but it got dirty really fast, and it was not the easiest to clean because you have to go in with the remover on it and you have to wash it, and I didn't really like it. I wasn't a fan of it. I'm trying to get all the glitters off, but once you put glitter on, it's down there good. You're never gonna get rid of that glitter. Anyways. What was I saying? Yes, makeup eraser, really good. So that was the quality I was expecting from these two palettes. And I'm gonna swatch every single color so you can see why I say that it's hit or miss with these new formulas. And from what I read on her website and on her Instagram stories is that these are new formulas. So I'm not sure if I got a glitchy batch, which again, I saw somewhere in her Instagram that she said there was only one batch. You know, this is a limited edition, so they only made one batch. So I should be getting the same thing that everyone else is getting. I should be getting beautiful swatches like from all her other palettes. And I will say some of them are absolutely gorgeous swatches. They swatch wonderfully. Some of them don't. That's one that swatches really good. It's gorgeous. Love it. Now my finger's all glittery, y'all. Okay, this is one of her mattes, which swatches okay. It's a little sheer, but you can build it up. The yellow feels dry. I don't know. Like I say, it's not very opaque. It's not very opaque. This next one I really like. Oh, feels so good, nice and well. It's not as deep as a pan, but it still is a nice one. And this feels dry, which it's okay, but these are not the same swatches as you're seeing all over online. This one I think swatches the best. It has that really nice thick coverage that's really opaque. This one's a bit sheer, the yellow is sheer, and this glitter on the end is sheer. What is that one? It's called Star Bronze. Okay, so there's that one. My fingers are all glittery. I'm gonna be washing glitter off of my hands for days. It's okay though, it's so pretty. That one's, again, kind of a sheerish one. It's really pretty. It's just not as crazy opaque as the, you know, advertised swatches. This one is just... This one is a problem one. Which one is this? Let me see. Red Bronze. Red Bronze, and I think even Temptalia gave it like a D- or a D or something. I'm trying to get it on there. I mean, it's kind of on the finger, but then when you swatch it, it's just... Let me see if I can get a swatch like all those people are putting online. There we go. There we go. That's what it should have done the first freaking time. Got it. Alright, and that was like 3 or 4 times, and now... Alright, this next one, this matte, is so nice. It's like... It's almost got a wet feel to it. Look at that. Ugh. That's what this other matte should have done, was a nice good coverage. This blue is absolutely beautiful. It swatches great. I don't know why I just sweeped it again. I didn't need to. Sorry. I can do it. Although it does kind of stain your finger. Like, I mean, granted, I've been using my finger to do all of them, but this one feels dry and chunky and doesn't really swatch good at all. Let me try again. Yeah, it doesn't really swatch good. It's very, it's kind of more of a glitter top coat, I think. I don't know. I feel kind of, I mean, they are gorgeous colors, but I feel a little bit disappointed. I feel like if I had to look at my arm and just pick, you know, the best ones. This one, the blue, this red. I like this one for an inner highlight. I think inner corner highlight, I think that's really pretty. Everything else just is, you know, a little bit more sheer than I would have wanted. This one would be great if it actually went on like that instead of like that, you know. Anywho, that's my issues. I feel like the quality isn't quite there like it normally is. Then again, I mentioned how in the first, you know, 2 palettes that the quality of the mattes was a little dry and sheer, so I guess, you know, that's okay. But I feel like this one, what is this one called, the middle one? Burnt Terracotta. That has like the perfect matte formula. It's gorgeous. Look at that. It's beautiful. Love it. But all the others, I guess, I feel like this one should have also been a bit more opaque. I mean, it's got kind of a satiny finish, but it just, yeah, feels a little bit more sheer than I would have liked. Like I said, I'm not sure if I got a botched batch, or if that is, you know, if they're operating as intended. I just know that these swatches are not the same swatches you're seeing online, you know. They're not, this is not what you're seeing online. This, that's not what you're seeing on the things online, and it irritates me that it's not matching, you know? Now I have glitter everywhere. Look at that blue, it's still there. Anywho, that's my assessment. I'll still keep them, they're nice.